In 2007, I wrote a formal business case for sustainable construction and gave it to the board. In essence, it was based on the proposition that 1, it wouldn't cost any more, 2, it was where our clients were moving anyway, and 3, it sat quite snugly with our own ethical approach to business. And as a consequence, we redesigned all of our procedures around 3 main policies: people, profit, and planet. In fact, we had run an integrated QSE management system for many years, but it was seen as a service department, a bolt-on, and you can't do effective sustainable development that way. We realized that we needed a fresh approach, a joined-up approach, with all departments as stakeholders. So we made key changes and the case has built itself from there. We now have a significant client base amongst organizations for whom sustainable development is an important issue. If you look at growth predictions for the UK over the next 30 years, we'll have to cope with a lot more people wanting a livable space on this island. The amount of construction that will be needed to accommodate this is enormous. If you take just the amount of concrete, steel, tarmac and timber needed, and factor in the raw materials, carbon, habitat lost and waste generated, the figures are eye-wateringly big. So we need to take a bold approach in doing this in a way that least impacts on our planetary support systems and enhances them where possible. That, in essence, is what sustainable development is all about. From a people-centric approach, we have to consider what life will be like in the future and plan development with a long-term view. Time and tradition are sustainable development's biggest enemies. The traditional approach to procuring a contractor's services are to design, put the design to tender, and then pick the cheapest price. Our most sustainable projects are done with clients that engage contractors early. They design with cost, sustainability and buildability in mind, using the expertise of the contractor. As contractors, we can then also call on specialist suppliers early to look for the innovations that move the sustainable development process forward. This way, I believe, we end up with a cheaper, better product. It also gives us time to engage with local communities, understand their needs, and to support local economies. You can't do that with compressed timeframes. In the end, we hope that our developments make best use of materials and space, so that life can be good for all citizens. From a business perspective, we hope to work in a niche where we can continue to offer our sustainable approach to clients that have a similar ethic. And we don't expect this to be at additional cost. Our experience is that we can do this and usually save our clients money in the process. But it takes a different approach from clients to make this possible.